Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Napoleon and today we're back with another Enlisted video, and today we're going to be talking about the Enlisted news of the week, and in this week, we have very little as compared to last week. But that said, without further ado, the first thing I would like to say is thank you very much to the community and to everyone that has been supporting me, and most importantly, I would like to congratulate the YouTubers, which is kind of part of the news today, that have actually helped me through a lot. One of them was, first off the bat, is going to be Quadros. The reason why I even got into Enlisted was because of people like Quadros. I was really interested in the gameplay of him, and I was really interested in what the game had to offer. And the first video I watched of Enlisted and its guides was Quadros, who really helped me by doing a lot of teaching, and essentially me watching his videos helped. And I are still arguing that even to this day it still helped. So therefore I have Hey Quadros to thank for most of my Enlisted and why I like Enlisted so much. So thank you, Quadros. On the other hand, I also have to thank Major McDonald's for helping me decide on a lot of things. When I was a YouTuber doing Enlisted, I really had to get with a lot of nitty-gritty stats, and Major McDonald's helped me unlock with his own videos such as the top 5 best weapons, etc. as that, and more importantly, more nitty-gritty stuff with more, should I say, with his own tips and tricks, so that's going to be very interesting. Overall, I'll say that these two content creators helped me the most, and I'm also happy we have other newer content creators such as Praetorian, who is very interesting, and I highly suggest that you subscribe to all of them. Major McDonald's, Quadros, who have both helped me out very much, and the new upcoming content creators such as Praetorian. That said, this is all it for essentially what's new on YouTube, and honestly I think Enlisted is doing an interesting job promoting YouTubers such as Quadros and Major McDonald's, but needless to say, these two people have helped me the most in terms of my Enlisted career, in terms of my fun in Enlisted, and in terms of how I play Enlisted, so thank you very much. I couldn't have been here without you. But that said, without further ado, let's get started with the video. And in this week, we essentially have what I just stated with what's new on YouTube and making a better place for Enlisted number 37. Of course, this video has been made possible for the friends at Discord, meaning that if you haven't liked, subscribed, or joined Discord, hope you decide to join. But that said, let's get started with making Enlisted a better place number 37. First thing we have is the new UI improvements, and Enlisted is updating the UI, which means that improvements and shortcomings will be continued to be refined. One of such is that you will automatically catch your eye when you enter the game. We'll add the long-awaited zoom in and zoom out feature in the upgrade tab and the hangar, so that's going to be very interesting, and thank the Lord that is so good, because if you have planes like the Viewfighter, you can't even zoom in because you're already so zoomed in, and if you have other stuff like that, it's kind of hard. Also, that said, we are simplifying the chat, which means that questions in the world are unanswered, and that means you can answer the chat. Now, another interesting thing is I would like to say is about this image. In this image, you can see that finally, and hopefully, Tunisia might be getting its customization, because like as of right now, Tunisia doesn't, and I swear to God, Tunisia should have its customization. As you can see, these guys are wearing a little odd uniforms and a little different types of hats in terms of helmets and hats. The guy on the far left is holding a Bren, is essentially using a very different helmet, or should I say covering, than the person on the right. And the guy in the middle, the officer, is also pretty good looking, so I'm not going to complain about that. I just hope that Enlisted, once they get the progression, they're going to give us the new customization for Tunisia, which is long awaited, I know. That said, let's go on to the vehicle crews and ammo refills. This is such that tankers and engineers and motorcyclists at the respawn point can refill their vehicle with ammunition and grab a couple of magazines. For example, if you have the Kunders, then you can essentially grab 100 more ammunition, which is insanity. But that said, let's get on. Stop standing in my way with my hammer with the AIs, aka if you ever experience the AIs that have been standing in front of your hammer where you're trying to build a rally point, well, I certainly have. Thank the Lord Jesus, Enlisted is gonna fix that, and I cannot even thank you enough. Of course, they have a ton of other new changes and stuff like that, but I would really like to change our attention, or turn our attention, to what we have in store. As we all know, the Battle Pass is pretty much over. I have been pretty active on the Battle Pass, now I'm just like laxing off. And when that happens, we kind of almost know what's going to happen, in the sense that we are potentially going to get a new update. And I'm talking about a big update. Last time it was the Infantry update, which really didn't change much, and the time before that we had the dynamic hammers, which didn't really change before that, and before that we have other stuff. Needless to say, it is very interesting, and of course the latest update, the last update that was major, was the Airborne Forces major update, which was pretty interesting. Now, with the Battle Pass almost very much over, I am expecting some kind of major update. Now, the question lies for everyone is, are we going to be getting a new update with the progression, with the changed progression, or are we just going to be remaining the same? I've kind of talked to this with my friends on Discord, which you should join once again, and it came out to my possibility that 50-50, meaning that there's a 50% chance that Enlisted might just do a new progression update with the full progression, which, from what I'm looking at and with the Tunisia stuff, is looking very, very likely, or vice versa, they can't, or should I say they want to refine it more, so they're gonna lay it back. Honestly, I know a lot of people who want the new update and they want the new progression. I personally am interested, but at the same time, you guys do have to realize this is one of the biggest updates Enlisted is ever going to make, and in my opinion, is more than likely going to make or break the game in 2023, if not the rest of the entire game itself. That said, I think Enlisted need to refine it. Don't make it a Stalingrad, please, for dear Lord Jesus Christ, don't. And Enlisted should extremely refine it, test it out, which I don't think, I hope they're testing it out. I mean, Jesus Christ, please, if they don't test it out, we're in problems. But test it out, refine it, make sure it's good, make sure you make people happy. And of course, there are going to be people who are not happy, but make the majority of the people happy and make the progression reasonable. Honestly, if I were them, I wouldn't change the progression much in terms of the grind, not as of right now, but later on I would. But as of right now, I'm just trying to get the progression sorted out and testing the progression. That said, I think Enlisted has his work cut out for it. I will not be surprised, and I would not be surprised if they give us, or they don't give us, the new progression in the next quote-unquote major update. But that said, what do you guys think about the next major update? What do you guys think of Enlisted right now, and what do you guys think of whether they or not they'll give us the new progression? But that said, have a great day, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and comment your answers in the comments down below. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.